Hi, I'm Oblissi. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to just teach you guys how to get to Southern Island in Pokemon Emerald version. Only works in Emerald, will work in any language, without any cheats, and without the Eon ticket. Now the thing about this is, one of the nice things is that you can do it every time from a fresh save, and you can mix records with the people. If you have an Emerald version, you can mix records to get this into a Sapphire, into a Ruby version. So you can get the Eon Pokemon in those games as well. Okay, so first of all, the things you're going to need is so the first things you're going to need are 2 Pokemon in your party. Well, you might not need to, but it'll be helpful to have a flyer. So and you need to keep the second Pokemon fainted. So this Wingull I'm using for flying has to be fainted. And then I have a Swampert. Now your Swampert, or whatever Pokemon you choose to use for your first Pokemon, has to have some HP EVs. Preferably at least 8. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you need to have some Pomeg berries. It's going to be the Pomeg berry glitch. Fairly large amount of documentation on this, but still. It would also help to have a Pekka Berry or just a way to get rid of poison, so I'm going to use my Pekka Berry. Now, if you don't know what the Pomeg glitch is, a lot of crazy stuff with it. So if you have a way to back up your save file, I'd recommend it, or I would recommend doing it on a fresh save. So the first thing you need to do is to get into a battle with the Koffing and get your main Pokemon poisoned. So I'm going to go here and... Alright. Got this Koffing, and I'm basically just going to spam Earthquake until it uses Smog. Poison gas, that's what I meant. Well, and it missed. It's not a big deal, but yeah, once you get poisoned, you just need to run from the battle. I'm getting very unlucky. Hell. Koffing's having a bit of bad luck, but... Okay, so I'm poisoned and I'm getting out of here. So now, from here, you don't really have to go into the place I'm at, but I'm going to fly to I think it's Oldale. I just like doing the glitch here. And aside from the 2 Pokemon that I have, there's nothing special about my Swampert or Wingull, aside from the fact that my Swampert has some HP EVs in it. Now, if this is your starter you played through the game with, then it will definitely have HPs. It won't. If it's a fresh Pokemon, it won't have any EVs. If you don't know what that is, so I'd recommend using a Pokemon you just kind of played through the whole game with. And what we're gonna want to do here is get our Pokemon to 1 HP. I know this screen is like gives me a headache every time I look at this. So hold on. I just like to check every little bit. So the main way the glitch works is you got to get a Pokemon to 1 HP and then use the Pomeg Berry to remove its HP. Now, I got to warn again, this has the potential to do some pretty weird things to your save file in terms of corruptions. I had a save file where it was named Wing, and it changed the save file's name to Wink. So some weird things can happen because of this glitch. You're basically going to be doing a controlled corruption of the game. And it's not exactly the most well-controlled, I would say. So I would either recommend, like I said earlier, backing up your save file or doing it on a fresh game that you don't care very much about. And the good thing about the fresh game is the earliest you can get the Pomeg Berry is right before, I can't remember the, Fortree City. So it's right before Fortree City, so you have to play up until Fortree at least in order to do this glitch to get the Southern Island. So it won't take too long. You can do that easily in a day, especially if you know Emerald. Alright, when you get kind of low, so I'm at 57, I'm going to get off the bike. And once you get down to 1 HP, or really close to 1, you should start walking instead of running. So I should be at like 40 something, 30 something, 28. There you go, 30. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should be at 20 now. I just like to count paranoid. Like 17, 16, 12. All right, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now go into your bag and use the P.E.K.K.A berry to. Oh, I checked the tech to cure the poison. So at this point, I recommend saving. Because if things go bad here, like the game can crash, all that, you don't want to have to re-poison him and set up everything again. So at this point, the only thing you're going to need to do is, so first, I'm actually going to go upstairs to prove to you that there's no cheats or anything like that. As you can see, the Eon Ticket guy is not there. So at this point, you go into you go into here, and you have to get a regular Pokemon that's just kind of alive. I'm just going to take the Sharpedo out. Again, this can be any Pokemon. The only requirement is that your main Pokemon that you got to 1 health has at least 8 HP EVs, and you need like 3 P.E.K.K.A berries. So you're going to start the battle out. And if you don't know what EVs are, kind of hard to explain. Not going to get into it now, but like I said, if it's a Pokemon you've played through the game with, you will have EVs on it. So once you get into the battle, switch into your full health Pokemon you just took out of the PC, and you can just get out of the battle. You just have to have the last Pokemon in battle had to be alive. It has to remember, and it has to be a different Pokemon than the one with 1 HP. So then you can deposit him in the PC. So I'm going to move him. So send in Sharpedo there. So at this point, you go into your bag, and you're going to use the P.E.K.K.A berry. I checked tag again. This will lower its health, and you can put it at 0 or below 0. So I'm going to go check my Swampert now real quick. So as you can see, the HP is super messed up. What you want to do is actually get that exactly to 0. So I'm going to give it a... now, I'm going to give it a berry that heal any amount of healing. So any healing will put it right at 0. So you don't have to like calculate it or whatever. So my Swampert's at 0 health now, so he's effectively fainted, and I'm walking around. So now it will put me into a battle with a question mark Pokemon. So I'm going to send out a question mark block. So what you do here is you go into your Pokemon menu, hit summary on the one you just reduced to HP, and then just hold up and hold it for about 30 seconds. So it takes a while, and the screen potentially could start screwing things up really weirdly. You want to corrupt a good bit of data. Now, this could crash the game potentially. Could do some other weird things. I'm probably going to give it maybe 5 more seconds. Alright, I'm done. Oh, and the game froze. Yep. I went too far. And I can't even soft reset, so I got to turn it all the way off. Again, not a big deal. I went for too long, so that just means go a little less than 30 seconds like I went there. Luckily, it can't do permanent damage. The only permanent damage it can do is to the save file. So I'm just gonna cut to the part where I'm doing the glitch again, because as you can, I have to set the whole thing up again. Not a big deal, but still. Oh, and another warning I should do is it will potentially corrupt Pokemon in your boxes. So that's why I'm saying you don't want to do it with too many valuable things in your game. But I mean, there's not much you can do about that. Stuff's gonna get corrupted. That's what the P.E.K.K.A glitch is. It's controlled corruption. This will allow you to get to Southern Island, which is actually a pretty cool thing to be able to do, especially in Ruby and Sapphire, where you can use it to get actual good IV lattes. Alright. We'll go over to the berries. And I always check tag with the berries. We go up to the Oranberry. And we just give it a go again. Alright, remember, go to summary, and then hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 25. Alright, I'm going to stop here. And then just try and run, and it'll say you can't escape, and the battle will end. Luckily, you shouldn't have to set up the glitch again, I don't think. So here's the part where you go into the, go upstairs to see if you got it. So he's not there, that's fine. And you just run into battle, and you just do that again, and eventually you'll probably hit the data where it's corrupted. Now, after 5 or so tries, I'd recommend just resetting your game. You don't want to corrupt too much data. Because it could set some flags you really don't want to be set. And, summary. So, there are really some things you don't want to happen. Alright, I'm out of here. My Wingull disappeared. Again, you just go in and go check upstairs. Nope. Oh, it unregistered select from my bag. Oh, and it deleted all my berries. Yeah, like I said, some things inevitably will be changed. It's unfortunate, but it's just kind of a side effect of the glitch. Alright, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Run. Oh. And this is what I'm talking about. So, luckily, we should be able to fly out of here. Let's just go to Petalburg. It seems my map position has been adjusted. That's fine. I don't know if that actually corrupted the entirety of Oldale Town. I doubt it, but we'll see. So I'm going to go upstairs. And there's the guy. So this guy will give me the Eon ticket. And I can take this to Southern Island. So there's a few things you should do after you get this and before you save. Definitely before you save. So the first things first, go into your PC to check if any of your important because your Pokemon are going to get corrupted. So go see if any important... Yeah, alright, this whole box is gone. And you can't really get rid of the bad egg. This Pokemon is gone, as you can see. So I lost 2 boxes of Pokemon, about. And some of these could be regular eggs. That's fair. These bad eggs, the bad eggs are definitely, they stay bad eggs. But if there's anything that says regular egg, it'll actually remain usable. You can hatch it into something. Yeah, these are all bad eggs. So, oh, and any of my Cacneas. Okay, so I only lost 2 boxes of Pokemon. That's not that bad. The bad eggs can kind of spread, and it is very hard to get rid of them without a save editor. I'm also going to fly to Oldale to see what's up with that. See if that's okay. I'm pretty sure it just changed my map coordinate, but there was a chance that, yeah, it didn't do anything that crazy. Yeah, it just adjusted my map coordinate. Okay. And so then we go to Lily Cove, and it will play the event out, and I'll be able to go to Southern Island. So just to prove that it works for real. Yep, and here's the guy. And that's pretty much how to get to Southern Island without any cheats at all. This Pokemon will pat. Everything about this Pokemon is legit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.